Hello and welcome to another episode of the Photoshop series. Today in this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to design this simple logo. Usually when I'm designing logos, I don't use Photoshop. I use Adobe Illustrator to design logos because it comes with a lot of tools that helps to create logos easily. But for beginners, I'm going to use Photoshop to design this simple logo that you see. So let's get right into it. So first of all, the first thing that I'm going to do is I'll go over to the View tab. Then I'm going to show the grid. So you come to show, then you select grid. So it's going to create this grid boxes that we see on our workspace. Secondly, we are going to draw our circle, our first circle. And as we've learned in our previous lesson, if you want to create a perfect circle, you have to hold and press shift, then drag to create a perfect circle. If you don't hold and press the shift, you are going to create a circle with just your free hand, and you're not going to get a perfect circle like this as you see on your screen. So now the second thing that we are going to do is you go over to the fill and we are going to select transparent. Then you come back to the stroke. Then we are going to increase the size of the stroke to, let's say, 48. Let's increase it. Okay, I think this is okay. Yes. So the next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to right click on this shape at this layers panel. Then I'm going to select rasterize layer. So I'm going to rasterize this layer. Then I'm going to head over to this rectangle masking tool. Then I'm going to select this part, just the center. So I'm going to make this selection here all the way to the bottom. Then I'm going to hit the delete key on the keyboard. So what I've just done is that I've deleted part of the circle that we've drawn. So I'm going to deselect and we are going to have something like this. So this is our first step. Now the second thing that we are going to do is we are going to choose the rectangle tool. Then we are going to draw a rectangle. Okay. Yes, I think this is okay. So we are going to have something like this. I'm going to press on it and I'm going to duplicate. To duplicate something in Photoshop, you press Ctrl plus J on your keyboard. So Ctrl plus J to duplicate. I'll hold and drag the duplicated part to the bottom. The reason why I use this grid is that I want to align everything perfectly. That is why I use the grid layout. Yes, so now we have something like this. Now, quickly, we are going to draw another circle. You select our ellipse to shift, hold and drag. No, 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 no. Let me undo that. Okay. Yes. Now let's select, let's draw our circle once more. Okay, I think this is okay. So we are going to reposition it to the center like this. I think this is okay. Then quickly, no, let me reposition. Okay. So quickly we come to the fill and this time too we are going to select transparent. Select transparent. Then we come to the stroke and we give it a bit of stroke. So we are going to have something like this. Okay, I think this is okay. So now, just as we did with the first circle, you right click on this and we are going to rasterize the layer. Okay. Next thing, we are going to use the rectangle masking tool and we are going to make a selection. No, let's do it again. I want it to be at the center, so I think this is okay. So after I've selected this, I'm going to hit delete key on the keyboard to delete this part. So I've deleted part of the newly drawn circle. Then also we are going to delete another part So we are going to use the rectangle masquerade to select the middle, just like this. Okay, then we hit delete to delete it as well. So deselect. So now we have something like this. Just as we did with the first circle, we are going to draw another rectangle. So we come back to our tools and we select the rectangle tool. Come to this edge and we are going to draw, I think this is okay, another rectangle. Okay, let's see. Okay, this is okay. So with this one, we are going to move it over to the right. So we have something like this. So I'm going to duplicate this and I'll take it to this portion as well. So we have something like this. It's looking good already. So now let's get to our final circle. So we are going to select our eclipse to hold shift and drag to draw our final circle. So we are going to drag this one to the center to have something like this. Okay, I think yes, this is good. So this time around, we are not going to fill it with a transparent color. We are going to leave it as it is. So now we want to add something in the middle, and that is a text DX. So I'm going to select I type 2, then I'm going to choose a font. Name of the font is, let me go through and see. It should be somewhere, yes, and ethnocentric. Okay, so I'm going to write this D. Sorry, the color is white, so let's change the color to black so that we can see it, because our background is white. Let's, yes, so we have our DS. Okay, so the next thing that we are going to do is we are going to transform this DS text that we have here. We are going to cut out part of this, and to do that you first have to right click on this text, then you come to rasterize type, you select that one, then what we have to do is we have to go back to select this rectangle masquerade tool. We are going to select just the X and reposition it. Okay, just the X. So I'm going to right click on that and I'm going to select layer via cut. So what I've done is that I have separated these two tests that we have. So at first we had DX, but now we have the D separately and we have the S also separately. Yes. So let me resize both of them. Control plus T. Okay. So we have something like this. Don't worry about the position. We'll position it well after we are done. So what I want to do is I want to move this S. Sorry. I want to move this X to, yes, I want it to be something like this. Okay. Yes. So what I want to do now is to come to this quick selection tool and I'm going to select the letter D. You just a single click to select this. Then I'm going to move on to this menu tab. Then I'm going to select modify. Then we come to expand. So I will give the expand value as, let's say, 15. Then I'll, okay. So I think this is better. Now you come back to select the first layer, that is the S layer, and you press delete on the keyboard. Then now deselect and we have something like this. which is looking beautiful already. So I'm going to select these two layers and I'm going to merge them by pressing Ctrl plus E to merge them into one layer. Then I'm going to move it to the center of the circle. Yes. So now I'm going to add a color overlay of white. So I'm going to select the overlay color to white. Yes, then we have something like this, DX. And lastly, we are going to add the name of the company. So you choose your type 2 and I'm going to type the name is the Smart Network. Okay, so we are done. Control plus T, and we are going to resize it and reposition it. Okay, so now I think we are done with this simple logo design, and we'll go back to the view tab to the show, and we are going to remove the grid. Yes, so this is what we have finally. I believe this is nice and this is a very simple logo idea. You can try it out and let me know what you think. Stay tuned for more tutorials on Photoshop. See you in our next lesson.